The Grand Canyon. This marvelous feat of nature is said to be carved out by the Colorado River over 6 million years ago. It's a mile deep, 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and is bigger than the state of Rhode Island. So when my sister reached out and asked if I wanted to travel the canyon from South Rim to North Rim and back to South Rim in a day, which is a 46-mile excursion, of course I said yes. Danae and I have made it a thing to do intense challenges, from hitting Mount Whitney, the highest peak in the 48 states, to 4-pass loop about 30 miles in a day, but this was by far the hardest challenge we've taken on yet. So with 40 days notice, I drafted out my training plan, and I got to work. My training varied between walking on the stair stepper with a weighted vest, walking on the incline treadmill with a weighted vest, and longer hikes and runs. The first few weeks I hit it hard, only resting 1 day a week, but feeling how fatigued my body was getting, I quickly pivoted to 3 to 4 rest days a week, tapering off the last week with only some light training. And so as the big day started approaching, I couldn't help but wonder how ready I actually was.
We are 2 weeks out. We got 15 days until the big day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting really nervous. Like, I know I can do it, but it might take 24 hours. Like, that's how I'm feeling about it. I'm feeling like it is going to be an extremely painful day. So we're getting nervous, but that's okay. 2 weeks. I'm gonna hit a big hike next week, and then it'll probably just be short bursts of running and incline and endurance work throughout the week. So nothing more than 15 miles at this point. So, all right, here we go. All right, 1 day. Danae's thrilled. We had a slight mishap, but we figured it out. And now we got all our stuff packed, or at least ready to be packed. Mango, granola and coconut, fruit balls, crackers, granola butter, nuts and raisins, liquid IVs for electrolytes, some energy, Cliff for some electrolytes and some sugar, water, meat sticks, bars, sunscreen, honey. This is gonna be a go-to. Little headlamp, and then my clothes. So we're starting in like 6 hours ish. I'm going to bed soon, but let's pack this bad boy up. Right into the trailhead, 3:30 a.m. You ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Let's get it.
I'll follow you into the dark, my brother. We can go ahead and lean on each other, let you know that you're not alone. Man, I know you got your demons holding on to all of your believing. Why you think you don't belong? But you can let it go, 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 go. I promise this rock bottom or the lonesome road that you feel lost on ain't where your story ends. You deserve to heal from the hurt and love yourself and know your worth, 'cause you are where the magic begins. And you can let it go and burn them now, all the things that you're feeling holding you down, 'cause you know that they don't serve you no more. You can let it go, dance in your courage, rewrite your story with the words that worth it, and let go, 'cause in order to soar surrender. But you can let it go.
What are we at?
16.24.
16.24. We just gotta do this 2 more times. Going pretty well. Legs are definitely sore. Feeling it, but staying nutrified and thriving. All right. So our original route was rim to rim to rim, but we have been prevented from doing this. So we're just gonna bop around a little bit till we hit agreed mileage. So time to bop back.
See you some other time, North Rim.
Yeah, good work.
Skylar, where are we?
Halfway.
You!
All right, we are approximately 29 miles in. So this is about the same distance that we did the 4-pass loop at. And I gotta say, bro, I feel so much better than I did on that hike. Gotta give myself credit. Yes, we're probably at about 3,000 less feet of elevation for the 30 miles, but I know that the weighted stair stepper, the weighted vest on an incline training helped a lot. I'm definitely sore, I'm definitely feeling it. I'm not feeling perfect right now, but in terms of what I expected that I would feel at almost 30 miles, I'm feeling eons above that. And these poles are deadly hacks. These are cheat codes. So we got about 15 left. We got to do half of what we did one more time, and we got probably about 5,000 to 6,000 feet of elevation left. So it's that last push out of the canyon that is going to be the biggest challenge. But I'm looking forward to it. Mentally, just showing myself what I'm capable of is always amazing. And even just forecasting, like I've told a couple people, this is the hardest thing that I've done in my life, or it's going to be. And I don't feel like it is right now. I mean, that could obviously change. 15 miles is a lot, and I might speak too soon. But in terms of like view, just look at that, man. Not many people can make it to this point, which is an amazing, amazing gift and blessing. So we are gonna finish this hike. Let's go. All right, 30 miles in. We are at Phantom Ranch. So the last 15 miles are coming up. Just got some cold brew, water, all that stuff. And let's do it.
So around mile 37, the most beautiful thing happened. Out of nowhere, Danae started running. I didn't say a word. I started running, and for the next 2 miles until we hit Plateau Point, we ran faster than we had for the entire day, and it felt amazing.
Okay, we got lighting by Danae Deem. We are about to hit about 4 miles up to the top for a grand total of around 45 miles. It's gonna be a steep incline for the last 4 miles, so we are geared up to go. How we feeling, Danae?
Lit.
Lit. All right, let's get it.
The next 4 to 5 miles were an absolute grind. There was over 4,000 feet of elevation, which took us the next 3 hours to conquer. Visibility was low for both of us. The fatigue made it hard to see straight, and if it wasn't for the hiking poles, I really believe we would have been falling over every few hundred feet. But even at the hardest points, all I allowed my mind to do was focus on one more step. That's it, just one more step, and then another, and then another. Because of the darkness, I had no idea how far we were from the top, so all I could focus on was what was right in front of me. And right as I felt like my body and mind were about to give up, we reached the top at 11:18 p.m., clocking us in for a 19-hour and 50-minute day of hiking. John McCain once said, "I believe in evolution, but I also believe when I hike the Grand Canyon and see it at sunset that the hand of God is there also." And that's exactly what I felt during this hike. The beauty of the canyon can't be conveyed with words or even with video. The animals and people within it, the various terrains and scenery, and just the energy of hiking through it, it all comes together and blends in such a beautiful way. This trip was wild. In one day, not only did I break my hiking record by over 16 miles and do something that a year ago I wouldn't have even thought possible, but I officially put the story that I'm not a runner and I'm not an endurance athlete to rest. This was the exact experience that I needed, and I'm forever grateful for it.
Wow.
Reminds me of
Hey, did you bring a raft? You didn't? You think they have Wi-Fi here?
No.
How am I supposed to check Instagram? All right, we're on mile 33. What do you got to say?
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? They don't know me, son!
That's you, buddy.
No, that's you.
A cold plunging skylar in the wild.